have the management of Dabur India joining us. The numbers were just flashing for you on the screen. Mr. Ankush Jain, the CFO at Dabur India, is joining us because overall it looks like a decent set, broadly in line with expectations. So, Ankush, let me begin by asking you, in terms of the volume growth and the market share, it seems like that the consolidated volume growth is largely in line with what the street was expecting, and that has come at the given the fact that you've managed to increase market share across major categories. Talk to us about all of that.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon, and good afternoon to all your viewers. I think happy to report that, first of all, we have crossed 3,000 crores first time in the quarter. And this is the highest ever turnover ever recorded by Dabur in a quarter. And this is backed up by, as you're rightly saying, gains in market share across categories. Just to name a few, for example, one of the most competitive categories, hair oils. We have gained 200 bps market share and reached all-time high of 17.4%. Likewise, in wet toothpaste, again, a very high competitive intensity. We have gained 50 bps market share. And just to add, Dabur Oral Care now is present in every second household in the country. Plus, any of the Dabur product is now available in 8 out of 10 households in a big country like India. So, yes, that means that the execution strategy in terms of driving awareness, driving availability, etc., is working really fine. The teams are doing a great job. And even in other competitive categories like Chyawanprash, we have gained 300 base market share. Honey, we have gained 20, and even shampoo 10. So by and large, 85 to 90% of the categories we operate, we have gained a market share, which means the strength of the brand, Dabur and our all power brands are increasing, quarter and quarter. And this trend is being witnessed over last, 8 to 10 quarters continuously, which actually demonstrates the strength of our brands and also our execution capabilities, and also, is testimony of our, very focused strategy and execution on ground.
Okay. Your volume growth is a function of price hike as well as what the real, underlying product offtake is. Can you quantify for us that the growth what you've witnessed, how much is that largely because of price hike?
Yeah, so let's say in India, our growth is 8%. Out of that, volume growth is broadly 3%, which means the balance 5% is more or less the price increase. And just to add to this, over last 1 year, the inflation has been really brutal. The inflation in India was almost 9% in our categories as well. So we had to take a lot of price increases last year, 6 to 7%, and then the significant part of the flow through of them are coming. But good point is that we are seeing an uptick in volume, both at our rural, urban, as well as our by and large in all the categories. So yes, over last 3-4 quarters, you would have seen nearly a mutish volume growth,
sure.
Almost flattish. But now there is an uptick, and it's broadly 3% plus a 5%
sure.
another of price increase. Yeah.
Sure, Ankush. Since you're saying that it's incrementally getting better, could this 3% turn to, let's say, 8-9% by the end of the year? Is that a realistic assumption? And with respect to market share, I specifically wanted to ask you about the toothpaste segment, because if you've managed to gain the market share there, who is actually losing out? Which are the markets where you are seeing the market share gain the most?
It's very difficult for me to comment on the call, who all are losing market share, but for sure, we in our Dabur Red toothpaste have gained 50 bps market share. And just to add on, we also took Mr. Amitabh Bachchan as our brand ambassador, and that has also been helping. Apart from that, the penetration levels of also Dabur Red are increasing. But it's very difficult for me on the call to say, who all are losing.